there friends, I'm Melanie and you're watching akaMommy, and today's video is a bit outside my normal because on my channel I really try to promote positivity and encouragement and really not a whole lot of negativity, but I really just felt strongly led to share this video with you guys. I'm going to be talking to you today about why I am choosing to no longer support ThredUp as a company, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so like I said, I really don't like putting out a whole lot of negative content on my channel. I don't like being malicious towards anyone or any company. I don't, that's just not who I am, and it's definitely not what I want my channel to be about. But on the flip side of that, I am very much a proponent of being honest with my followers, and in the past I have recommended ThredUp to you guys. Now, if you are unfamiliar with what ThredUp is, they are an online clothing consignment website where you basically send them your clothing and they resell them and you get to make a portion of the profit. I have used ThredUp for probably 5 or more years, and I've been really happy with their service in the past. I have sent them bags of clothing in the past and made, you know, $35, $40, $50 on a bag of clothing, and to me that's great. However, my most recent experience with them was less than desirable, and I wanted to share that with you guys simply because I feel like this is something that's happening not just to myself, and because I have outwardly endorsed this company on my channel in the past, I feel like I need to let you guys know that my opinions have changed, my feelings have changed, and so that when you move forward, you know, with this company, that you can make your own opinions. But let me just tell you really quickly what my experience was. Basically, in the fall of 2016, which was just a few months ago, I sent them a huge bag of clothing. Now, keep in mind that when I send clothing to a consignment store or a consignment website or anything of that nature, I am sending them the best of what I have. The top brands. Now, granted, I don't have super expensive clothing. That's just not necessary for my lifestyle, but I have some things that I think are fairly nice. And that is what I will send to these websites or, you know, a consignment, a third-party seller, because I want to get the most that I can for these things. I don't want to just send them something that I bought at Walmart, you know, and I'm not going to get any money for that anyway. So when I sent them a bag of clothing, it was my nicest things that I was looking to consign. And it took a while for me to hear back from them. They did receive the bag, and then they go through the bag and they determine what they're going to keep and what's not going to be resellable, and at that point you can donate and so forth and so on. I had been through this process multiple times in the past, and so I knew that it sometimes takes a little while. I'm not really so much upset with the amount of time that it took them to handle the process as I am with the final outcome of the process. So because I sent them some really good things, I think there were only a couple of items that were in my bag that they did not accept, and I of course selected the option where I could just have those 2 items donated. I don't really need them to send those back to me. But for everything else that was in this bag, and I wish that I could show you guys everything that was in it. If I can, I'll insert a screenshot here to show you kind of the list of some of the things that I sent. They offered, their payout to me was $7. $7. 7. That does not even cover the fee that they charged me in order to ship them my items. So for everything that I sent them, I am literally getting 0 back. In fact, I still owe them a couple of dollars. And I'm sorry, but that is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. So, yeah, at that point, I thought, well, maybe their policy has changed. Maybe they're doing things a little bit differently. And I looked a little bit further into it, and no, sure enough, you're offered a payout amount, and that's it. That's the amount that they say that they will give you for the items. And I am not too terribly happy about it. And at this point, there's nothing that I can do because several of the items that I sent to them have already been sold and shipped to their new owners. And so I'm just kind of out of luck. I'm not really terribly pleased with this. Now, in the past, there have been times with ThredUp that I thought, I really wish that I had gotten a little more for this item or a little more for that item, but I was still receiving what I thought was due compensation for what I had sent them. However, $7 is just unheard of. So the other side of what ThredUp does is you can purchase. Obviously, there are people who are selling to them. You can be the consumer and you can purchase clothing from their website. I have, again, had great luck with ThredUp in the past. They generally have some really nice items to choose from, very high quality. They're very well taken care of, and so they're very gently used items, usually for a decent price. And so I have purchased things from ThredUp for myself in the past multiple times, but after going through this process, I decided that I will no longer be buying or selling to ThredUp, and that is simply because I definitely am not going to be using them as a seller ever again, because I completely feel like I was taken advantage of as a seller. And I did a little bit of research, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, and there are some other people, some blogs online and some YouTube videos and so forth that have expressed kind of the same frustration. And so I know that it wasn't just me. And so I have also chosen not to buy from ThredUp anymore, because while yes, I may really enjoy being able to get a nice cardigan for a decent price, I cannot trust that ThredUp gave the seller of that item initially a decent price for it. And so I just don't want to support that. That's not something that I feel like I can endorse, I can support, I can be a part of, because in my opinion, it is completely unethical and completely it's just not right. So if you have watched videos on my channel in the past where I've talked about ThredUp, and when I sent these items to ThredUp last time, I actually did a video on it and I raved about how amazing ThredUp was, you guys. And if it were not for that video, I probably would not be doing this video. But I feel like I needed to be honest with you guys about my experience and let you know that I will no longer be supporting ThredUp as a company. I will no longer be endorsing them, and I will no longer be recommending them to friends and family, because I think that they've got the system all wrong. I believe that the way that they are handling business at this point is simply to make themselves money and not to really benefit the sellers, the consumers who are sellers in the process at all. And I'm not okay with that. So this video is, like I said, quite different than the ones I normally put on my channel, and I really gave it a lot of thought and consideration before filming this, but I just felt like I needed to share, because I don't want to ever endorse a product or a service that you guys could potentially use and then feel taken advantage of. And so I just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys. I hope that that's okay. I hope that you are not completely put off by the negativity of this video. I just really wanted to be truthful and open and honest with you guys. So if you are a brand new subscriber and you're unaccustomed to the types of videos that I put out on my channel, I am what I would consider a lifestyle vlogger. I share things relating to mommy life, grocery hauls, organizing videos, recipe videos, so forth and so on. Lots and lots of different videos here on my channel. I hope that you will take the time to check out some of the other videos that are available, and that you will decide to stick around. I really appreciate all of my subscribers. I just cannot tell you guys how much you mean to me. And so if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. Guys, if you have missed my previous video, then you can check that out right over here. And if you are a new subscriber that would like to subscribe, you can do that right over here. I hope that you are all doing very well and that you're very blessed, and I will catch up with you in the next video. Bye guys.